Salute, salute, salute. Peace and power, peace and power. Ooh-wee, peace and power. Peace and power to the people that struggle. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, comments and concerns, questions and answers. This is a space of dialogue, of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, of intelligence and integrity, of truth, queen comrades, of militant men, okay, self and saviors. This is a space, okay, your space. A space where we are working on a united path, no matter how hard it be. Working on a united path towards what? True liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information. Hashtags, green screens, apps with cash, pals that pay, unions that are Western. Unions that are Western. God diggity doggy. Grams with money. Red cups, blue cups, squeegee man cups, damn it, the pastor's cups. The squeegee man pockets, the pastor's pockets, the collection plate. Get up, Rev. Yeah. Listen. Damn it, it's a war going on outside. Damn, T Trizzle calling for help. It's a war going on outside, T Trizzle. Yeah, you started it. Fund the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait till it's too late. Okay, book an assessment. Don't wait till you get kicked up out of the goddamn store, the bodega, the gas station. Don't wait until you get kicked out of the school or until you're cuffed up. You just don't wait until you're on the beach getting cuffed up. Your mama don't even know you're 3-4 states over. It's too late. You should have talked to that man nicely. Don't wait till it's too late till you get cuffed up at the club. 6 states away with no bail. It's too late. Book yourself an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need, okay, of a domestic violence intervention, book an assessment. Okay? Stop sending each other outside with frozen corn on your eye. Lamb chopped on your eye. Speed knots. Eye jammies, busted lips, and blood trickling. It's too late. Goddamn it, stop sending each other outside like that. Book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse consultation and counseling, book an assessment, learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should harm you, characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. Listen, past traumas, past peoples, environments, event situations, okay, that should have your alertness levels on 1,000. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. What it do, what it do, what it do. Corey Grant, much appreciation for the war effort. We see you. What's going on? Peace and power, peace and power. What it do? We got some people to tag. Yeah. This ain't as sweet as I usually make it. We got some people to tag. Yeah. Somebody tag the chicken boss. Tell the chicken boss to bring his ass to class. Come on, chicken boss. Yeah. Come on, Chubbz. Let's go. Woo! Somebody tag Sophia Stewart. Yeah, tag the elder. Yeah, she going a little bit see now. Tell her to come to class. And them two dudes, whatever that podcast was, tag them two niggers too. Tell them to come to class. Yup. Somebody tag the Georgia State Representatives. Yeah, bring y'all happy asses to class. It's time to go to jail. Tag them. Yup, come on. And somebody tag old Jasmine Crockett. Boy, sister girl having a bad week, ain't she? Yeah, come on, sister girl, bring your ass to class. That's right. And while you're at it, tell your classmates to come to class. Yeah, tell them to come to class. Boy, put their tweeds down. Yeah, twist up their bottle cap that. Yeah, you put it back in your back pocket. Don't be in class drunk. Yeah. Let's see who's in class. I say let's see who's in class, damn it. Who that? First in class, Dre, what up? God damn, we see you. Ooh, the E. Blandon is second, and who third? Ooh, D.A. Enterprises out there in the desert. Salute. What's good? First 2 and 3 in class. Yeah, I see y'all. Who that? Live? Who that? Fred? Freedom? Who that? 9? Who that? Oh, I see ya. What's going on? John Tate. Mr. Strictly Gang. The brand. LA in the building. Yeah, LA. Cool K Kang in the building. What up? Angel in the building. Ooh, we got the Grustler. The Global Hustler. Cool, the Bag of Bones. In the building from Zurich, Switzerland. Underground MC Lord. God damn it, he running. We going here live from Cool, yeah, overseas and all that. Yeah. And I told you, I just tagged you in and checked your DM. They got vinyl stores in the building now, so shit, this right here, this might be worth $35,000. I'm about to keep this shit, yeah. Cool, what's going on? Philly in the building, what up, 215? SCA, what up? Who is that? Marguerite McDonald, Trey, Charlotte in the building, what up? Big Red, we see you. What up? Tierra the Youngin is up in here. South Jersey, Dust Pro 517. Ken Williams, what up? OG Kicks, what up? Corey Grant, what up? See? Soap is in the building. Intellect Soap. What up, Soap? The Riverwalk. Yeah, Eric Carlos, San Antonio in the building. What up? What up, E? What up, Brown? We see you. George Johnson, what up? Charles, what up? Gaethje, what up? Who is that? What? God diggity doggy, God doggy boy, you done did too much. You know, I say you done named your name too much. Ooh-wee. Yeah, we see you, your roots in your organization and all that. Yeah, okay, we see it. What up? Late Charles, what up? Woo, Gene. Helene, Camus. Canada's in the building. The first responders is up in here. You in Texas tonight, Corey? You better watch it. Watch your grippers. Don't get your grippers in the mix in Texas. Michael Hayes, what up? Yeah. Goddamn Magic Show, what up? Yeah, you in class? Yeah, all right, we gonna see. We gonna see if you get learned up tonight, girl. What up? Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Hold on. Wait a minute. Who? Trev, 55, goddamn. 55 for Trev. I'm talking about you. You ain't catch the class. What up? Peace and power, Tata. What up? Green apples, red apples. What up? Yeah, we see you. Y'all diggity doggy. Hold on now, dang it. Hold on. Bridgeport, Connecticut. What up? What's going on, Davis? What up? We see you. NFNT. What up? We see Sham. A lot, much appreciation. Peace and power. Much appreciation for the super chat. Mike, nice. What up? Yeah. Uh-oh, Shy City. Huh? Uh-oh. What up, Shy? Ooh, wait, what up? Sincere Peace. What up? Huh? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes. True liberation. Much appreciation, Shy City. Uh-huh. How can it? And super chat, we see you. Moya, 55. Moya, 55. God damn it, 55. Who that? William Extra, 55. Yeah, Kenny Mack, DC in the building. What up? Hallow Davis, peace. What up? We see you. Bionic Prince, what up? Hey, Ghost, what up? Ooh. F God. Peace. Boy, what's going on? I see y'all up in the building tonight. God diggity dog. Did y'all listen to Miley shit yet? Huh? Did y'all listen to Miley shit yet? Did y'all listen? Damn it, I know you're supposed to listen. But you don't know, you don't know no boy, you don't know no good there, boy. You know where we going first. Y'all know where we going first. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how the hell they got fake Jake running around here holding down elected officials at the state and federal level. How the hell that happened? I couldn't get that job. Tell me how that happened. Because I done helped a lot of elected officials. Yeah, campaigning, campaign funds manager, damn it, petitions, damn it, meet and greets. I done did it all. Politicians get in office and I don't hear nothing from them. I'm like, I don't get a gig. I don't get offered nothing. I can't come around. I don't put in all the groundwork, grassroots work. What's really good? How did he get the gig? How he get a gig? Somebody tell me something. Somebody got to tell me something. He got the pistol grip. He security holding shit down. Well, not no more. Because they pushed his ass. Yeah, they pushed his ass. Not no more. What up? Yeah, they pushed him. So I'm trying to figure out how he got the job to begin with. That ain't the one I was starting with. That's the wrong notes. Where's that? There we go. Yeah, we're going to save you for last. Because you be capping. Yeah, we're going to save you for last. Let me reorganize my notes here and stuff. Yeah, we got to go there first tonight. Did y'all see it or do I got to bring y'all up to speed? Do y'all know who Jasmine Crockett is or do I got to bring y'all up to speed? Some of y'all was loving her. Yeah, y'all was. She went viral over the last maybe, 8 months? Maybe a year. Y'all just thought she was all that. Ooh, Sister Girl Sharp. Sister Girl Sharp, she be in there cursing them out. Popping her hair. Popping the wig. And no. Senator, yeah, going in. Oh, yeah, Sister Strong. No, she not. No, she not. Get that bougetto hood shit up out of public political spaces. And you ain't pushing proper policy. That's why they got her ass up out of there. All that shit, that shit don't look good. It doesn't. It takes your intelligence down a step or two. We know we have a way of saying things. We know we have a specific energy and behavior. That's not the space for it. It's not. It's not. They follow Robert rules of order and all that other good shit up in those spaces. So all this and yeah, that's that shit to get you up out of there. And that's what happened. That's what happened. They got her ass right up out of there. But right after that, because that is not what's important to me, because, you know, we haven't had a politician yet, local, state, or federal, that did shit anyway, shit of significance. None. None. I'm going on record with that. None. We're in the same conditions, the same spot since Reconstruction. Same shit. Same thing. So, what have they done? I don't even know why, realistically, anybody with any intelligence bought in to the idea of America for us. That shit was never, this shit never was created with the intent that we would be included on an equitable scale and benefit from it. You gotta be an asinine individual to believe that. For real. Never had, it's not there, it won't be there. So to consistently play in these spaces, in that politics, for what? For what? You always going to be outgunned in there. Always. Always. So we right here. Right here. Same shit. Same shit. But I'm trying to figure out how homie was able to bust this move. Let's go to the notes. Let's go to the notes. A man was clapped and unalive by Dallas police earlier this week. Oh, man. Was a familiar figure in North Texas law enforcement and part of the security detail for United States Representative Jasmine Crockett. Clapped and unalived. Clapped and unalived. Clapped and unalived. Okay? On Saturday, sources identified the man as 39-year-old Diamond Mazar Robinson. He was publicly using the alias Mike King and had been using aliases while running a business that placed officers in off-duty jobs. I'm trying to figure that shit out. I can't get a gig. A security gig, nothing. Without going to have specific certifications, all type of background checks, fingerprints, DNA, urine. They want every goddamn thing. Yeah. Gun license, all that. All that. Do you get that? Huh? Come on now. Do y'all understand that? Yeah. Yeah. Look. Robinson was unalive Wednesday night after a standoff with Dallas police SWAT officers. SWAT. Okay? SWAT. Huh? Police said he fled into a hospital parking garage, barricaded himself inside a vehicle, and was forced out by tear gas, before pulling his hammer on officers. What did he think he was on TV? Huh? He thought he was on Tracker or some shit? Huh? Yellowstone? What kind of shit these dudes be thinking about? Right? Sources said he was the subject of a federal investigation in which he was wanted for impersonating a law enforcement officer. This dude playing make-believe. He playing cops and robbers and shit. Really? In 2026? Your ass is playing cops and robbers? See how big black men be moving? Huh? You see how big black men be moving? He ain't playing cops and robbers and shit. I already told y'all about that peace officer we had in East New York in my adolescent days. He used to run around with his little dirty ass car, walkie-talkies, and his little punk ass little vest. We used to try to tear his ass up, trying to arrest us and shit on some peace officer shit. Dudes used to clap at us. Boom! Clap, get your ass out of here. Hey, Lucas. Yeah, keep playing. This dude, he went all the way to the top with it. Look now. The news in Texas has been researching Robinson's criminal history, which includes 7 arrests for theft in Dallas, Duncanville, Irving, Dallas County, man, and by the Texas Department of Public Safety. All the arrests were between 2009 and 2012 and include misdemeanor and felony charges. Okay? Check it. It appears his sentences for those convictions, which he pleaded guilty to all, led only to fines, no more than $2,500, and sentences of probation from 1 to 5 years, and in one case, 10 years. So he getting probation, fines, and all that for theft. Okay? Damn. But he still was able to get a hammer, huh? He still was able to run around and not only get a hammer, but go, listen, do you know how vetted they supposed to be when they are protecting elected officials? Them dudes supposed to go through all type of checks. What happened? All type of checks and balances. I couldn't do it. They run my history so fast to get your ass out of here, sir. We have ripped up your application. What kind of shit you think you trying to pull here? Done off. How this happened? Now, y'all got to explain it to me. How he get to be running around as her security? Huh? But you see how we play? You right there. You prime time. Right? You the fly on the wall. What information did he give back to the hood about how politicians move, what he heard in the rooms, how the security movements are? What did he give back? He was just playing the way most of our black folk play. I keep telling y'all, they are in positions that in a matter of 6 to 8 months, if their mind was right, we would be on our way to liberation. I told you, there is not an element, there's not a section of these institutions where they don't have melanated people, but they don't have melanated minds. They don't have liberated minds. We definitely can have all of the intel that we need. Right now, we don't have shit. Nothing. At all. You understand? Check it out now. Despite that criminal background, Sources say Robinson was able to forge a new identity as Mike King, where he not only became a prominent figure as a security officer for Representative Crockett while in office and during her recent U.S. Senate campaign. Sources said the convicted felon was also able to run a business by placing North Texas law enforcement officers in off-duty jobs through his business called Off-Duty Police Services. And you mean to tell me we can't get liberated? No. See, you mean to tell me, and I told y'all that, and I'm going to keep telling y'all that we are in every level of law enforcement in this corporation. From FBI to CIA, yeah. Damn it, the state troopers, the park rangers, Coast Guard is nowhere that we are not. If this was any other country or corporation on the planet, we would be, that's what they do when you have a coup. Overseas, that's what they do. If the coup is not engineered by the Euros and these other foreign governments, the coup is from those people. They turn up because they are in every position. We in every position and ain't ready to do shit. Nothing. Because your mind is fucked up. You got that slave mentality, that Mandingo shit. You still got the friend Steven. You don't bring no information to the hood, nothing. That spook shit was 60 years ago. Nobody learned shit from it. Stop talking about it. The book, the film, don't talk about it. There ain't no spooks. They gone. They gone. Because you have not built any up. Freedom, liberation starts right here. It's a concept. You conceptualize it. You think it. You educate it. You nurture it. It ain't nowhere. So he could do all that. He could get fake IDs. He could figure out how to navigate and become security for this broad. But damn sure wasn't thinking about hitting no other old phase as when he around that. No, nothing. We do not sit in the pocket of espionage here. We do not sit in the pocket of treason here. Though when it comes to somebody being treasonous, somebody thinking of treason, it damn sure should be us. We hung from the trees. So why are we not thinking about treason? We done hung from the trees. They done showed it to you. They didn't hide the history. They put the shit on a postcard. And you still complying. Oh, is we sick, massa? Is our house burning, massa? Oh, massa, is them our grippers, massa? This is the type of shit y'all on. That he could do this. And I'm sure he's not the only one. I'm sure he's not. Let's continue. Some of those officers told the news that Robinson, who they knew as Mike King, told him he was a detective with the U.S. Capitol Police, which may have led to the federal investigation that resulted in the hunt for him this week. Images obtained by the news show Robinson standing close to Crockett at events and on campaign trail during her recent run for a U.S. Senate seat. Sources said he oversaw teams of security officers at several downtown Dallas hotels and at his church. Robinson, that's his name. Robinson, that's his name. Diamond, Diamon. Mazzari. Robinson. Mazarre. That's his name, Robinson. Okay? Why you want to know? He out of here. This is a RZA. Listen, they done fired his ass up. Listen, law enforcement sources also said Robinson drove a replica undercover police vehicle and used license plates stolen from cars outside of a military recruiting office. Sources said Robinson was also using his law enforcement officer placement service to promote security jobs for the upcoming FIFA World Cup games, man, in Dallas-Fort Worth for $90 an hour. This is where he was at with it. Okay? His criminal background raises questions about how he managed extra duty jobs for police officers and secured a high-level security role for a sitting member of Congress. I want to know, how did he do that? I would love to know how he did it. He might have been hitting them grippers. He might have, listen, you got to have some help. You can't navigate that shit right now in 2026 with all type of computers and AI and all that. Nah, somebody had to help. Somebody had to help him. How he get that job? Documents obtained by the news show a person named Mike King received payments for security services from Crockett as recently as last year. One payment was for $340, but it's unclear how he was hired and how much he was earning as one of her primary security officers. How do they don't know that? How? How does the state of Texas don't know how he was paid? How? Anyway, they fired his ass up. They was out hunting, okay, looking, had him in a standoff. I'm telling you, he thought he was on an episode of Tracker. Yeah. He thought he was on an episode of Tracker and they fired his ass up. Fired his ass up. I'm telling you, man, that the time that we waste bullshitting, scamming, getting over, doing that chucking and jive shit, we wasted a lot of time. He could have been there doing his thing and reporting back to the hoods. Grooming men so they can know how to navigate and move in these spaces with political figures and law enforcement, learning the ins and the outs. Instead, he playing. The nigga playing cop. He playing cop. Cops and robbers. His 39-year-old ass is playing cops and robbers. And they fired his ass up. Okay? That's where we at with it. Huh? Peace. What's going on, Frank? Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Fired his ass up. Hit him with the tear gas. He know what that shit tastes like. Hit him with the tear gas. He try to come out running. Like he TC or somebody from Magnum PI. They tore his ass up. Pushed him. Because you playing. Performative. Bullshitting. Now it's over. It's done. 39 years old, using Reynolds. Out of here. Now you see why we in the same position that we've been in for the longest. For the longest. Because we still playing. You still don't understand. You don't get it. You're not looking at your position. Well, we, as a nation, as a group of people, don't understand our position or don't believe in our position. You don't think so. You think it's all good. Everything is fine. No, it's not. They don't acknowledge you. Nah. They don't. And I only build, okay, on these subjects because I want y'all to see it. You have to view it. This man was security, okay, for a state representative. Her, as a state representative, she be bullshitting. Doing all this. You said, no, excuse me, I'm talking here. You said, and all this other weird shit. And you got people, ooh, sister girls. Yeah, she be telling them and don't push no shit, nothing. Nothing has been done under her watch for the people of Texas. Nothing. Them kids is out there wilding in Houston right now. Wilding out of their mind. Doing all type of bug shit. Twerking in the street. Doing dumb shit. Fingers getting caught in the trunk of the car because you twerking. Everybody challenging, doing these dumbass challenges. Waking up with people who they don't never knew or ever will know again. Spreading all type of nastiness through their little private parts. That's what we get when we have black elected officials. That shit. So that's two. That's two. That's two. Oh, sister girl. Yeah. Black girl magic, a sister girl who got her ass handed to her in the last election. You up out of here. And a melanated man who got his whole wig pushed playing games. I just want y'all to see these are the positions that people in other countries would beg to have. Because they know that they could do so much for the people. Just getting information, just sucking it up, just watching how they move and giving it back to the community. Yo, this is what they do. This is how you counter that. So I said, I don't care nothing about none of these niggas. Get out of here. Let's see. Nope. We gonna go further. Let's keep it on. Because we got more elected officials doing dumb shit. Watch. In saying that, I want you to understand, none of our most radical, conscious, or woke folk ever had political position. Ever. None of them. Malcolm, Huey, definitely not George Jackson. They bodied him. Okay, Mutulu Shakur, none of them. Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, none of them had no political position. Ever had no elected official position. Not our most radical. Imams Alil, none of them. Okay? Because they understand once you in there, you in there. That's it. Look what they doing to Ross Baraka in Newark. Community is rallying up against them. Where's the money? All this other shit. You ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. He was the apple of their eye when he was his pop's son. As soon as he get an elected seat. Knowing what he's up against, They on them. So now you know that shit don't work. They gave you the top seat of the land. They put Barack black ass in the White House. Right? Top spot. Nothing. You ain't get shit for that. Nothing. Okay? I just want y'all to know that. Okay? Let's continue. Let's go. Let's go. God diggity doggy. Dexter. We moving from Texas to Atlanta. It must be a southern thing. You know, them fraternities and them sororities and shit that keep these elected officials. I don't know if it ain't. If it ain't the fraternities and the sororities, it must be the black church, because these people have no type of integrity about themselves when they get in these spaces. Let's go. Dexter L. Sharper, a member of the Georgia House of Representatives, was charged today with making false statements to fraudulently obtain thousands of dollars of emergency pandemic unemployment assistance benefits. This is the type of shit your electeds is doing. This is it. They snapping their hair and fingers and hiring dudes who are fake ass cops. Check it now, and taking money fraudulently. This is your elected officials. We don't even want to talk about what your church and your pastors is doing, because they supposed to be lunch meat. With all the viral shit the black church is doing, they need to be lunch meat. They should supposed to be getting their shit pushed on a regular. But let's continue. While many of his constituents and fellow citizens were losing jobs and desperately needed unemployment assistance during the pandemic, Representative Sharper allegedly pretended to be out of work to collect a share of unemployment benefits for his damn self. Woo-wee! Yep, that's what the U.S. Attorney said. When government officials lie to take money and do it while holding an elected office, it violates the trust of citizens and weakens faith in our elected government. This is what they going at them. They going at them. What up, vet? They going at, look, check it out now. These charges point to some disgraceful conduct at the highest level, which should shock and repulse every citizen. That's what the Inspector General said. Look, let's go. The alleged activities describe a disgusting abuse by an elected official who appeared to trade his integrity for money destined for those in need. Shameful. Ooh-wee, they going to light his black ass up. Yeah, ooh-wee, when they use words like that, shameful, constituents in need, fraudulent, yeah, your ass is going down. Ooh-wee, let's go. Let's go. I told you there's a war going on. Dexter L. Sharper, while serving as an elected member of the Georgia House of Representatives, is alleged to have unlawfully enriched himself by improperly obtaining taxpayer funds from the unemployment insurance program intended to assist American workers who lost their jobs through no fault of their own. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Hold on a minute, damn it. Hold on a minute, Merklo, what up? Huh? CC, what up? Yeah. It's going down. It's going down. Now look, These charges reflect allegations, and the case will be resolved through the judicial process. We will continue our efforts to investigate and pursue accountability for those who are charged with defrauding taxpayers by exploiting Department of Labor programs. So if any of y'all took that money, all them stimmies, that they coming for y'all. Don't think that it's over. This shit for this man, they said he did this shit 2020. It's 2026. Damn it, you better have your paperwork right. You better, y'all got them stimmies. I was sitting here trying to get more clients, just like I do every day. I sit, I work, I put my pitch out there, I do these YouTubes, I give information. I'm looking for my client base. Yeah. I don't get no free shit from the government, from nowhere, from nothing. None of that. Here, this elected official that get a check? You get a check. They got a check. Through the whole pandemic. Now you want to ball out. Yeah. Yeah, you're greedy, huh? Nobody is above the law, including elected officials, said the FBI special agent in charge. Those who violate the public trust and steal from taxpayers to fill their own pockets will be held accountable. God damn it, hold him accountable. Hold him accountable, damn it. Yeah. According to the U.S. attorney, the charges and other information presented in court in 2020, in response to the forced closures of businesses and unprecedented economic hardships resulting from the Coco Uno Nuevo emergency, the U.S. Congress created special unemployment compensation programs to provide cash assistance to individuals who lost their jobs due to the pandemic. Applicants had to provide a certification for every week for which they wished to claim benefits, just like on unemployment. So that means you got to do it a week to say that, yeah, I'm still twisted. I ain't getting no bread from nowhere. Attesting to whether they were actively seeking work for the week and the reason they were unemployed. You got to keep doing it. They got the little drop boxes. Yeah. Yeah, I was on unemployment. Yeah. Non-profits playing games and all that shit. Yeah. I know the boxes. Then I know every damn Tuesday, boy. No, Sunday. And that money come Tuesday. So every Sunday you got to, hey, let me fill that box out. They specific about it. Ain't no cheating. You cheating, you getting your ass up out of there. Sharper, while serving as the Georgia State Representative for District 177, which includes portions of Lowndes County, allegedly applied for unemployment assistance benefits for April 2020 through May 2021. In his initial application, he stated that he had only one employer, Dexter Sharper Party Rental, which had employed him for 40 hours per week for over 7 years, but had not worked since March 13th, 2020. Then, in 38 separate weekly certifications, he stated that he had not worked or earned any wages, was actively looking for work, and had not refused any work. Those are all the drop boxes that they ask you. They ask you that shit. Yeah, you be like this. Yeah, I was looking for work. I put in an application. Yeah. Now I went to the 7-Eleven. I put an application in. Yeah. No, I went to the bodega. I key. Yeah. I'm telling you what I did. I went down to the bodega, okay, our Keaton Brothers, chopped cheese emporium. They said no. So I gotta go again. Drop box. Yeah, I'm out there looking for work. Okay? Yeah, I went to the Target. They said no. Yeah. You keep doing it. A week. You think that shit is data driven. How you don't know? How? Look, contrary to those claims now, look, Sharper was allegedly working and earning money from at least 2 and sometimes 3 jobs each week. He received at least $325 every week from the Georgia General Assembly for his position as a Georgia state representative. This nigga's a dummy. Like, come on. But these are the dudes who perform. Put on a tie, talking, kissing babies, getting campaign funds. Y'all put them in a seat, and this is what they do. Come on, man. But when I ask for a war effort, when I make an attempt to put plays together, when I'm taking care of elders and giving kids all type of rewards and all that out of what I do for Dolo with nothing coming in, no, he got to be scamming. Yo, no, I don't like what he said about Jay-Z. All this other weird shit. But these dudes perform, put on a monkey suit, get elected, and do this dumb shit. That's why we are where we are. Because y'all still caught up in this fantasy dumb shit. This democracy, you play the role, you play the game, you get ahead, you do what they said. Keep playing with these performative ass dudes and watch what happens. Watch. Okay? Sharper's party rental business was operating and generating income of up to $2,231 a week. So that means he's getting almost 10 racks a month. Eric, much appreciation for the war effort. Check it out. And Sharper was also collecting an additional $275 per week for work as a musician. So now this nigga playing the flute somewhere. He playing the flute. He got a party rental business, and he's an elected official, and still took some goddamn COVID money. Ooh-wee. Yeah. They gonna give him a harmonica in his damn cell. You right, Shaw City. He gonna have a harmonica. Woo. We ain't playing that Stevie shit. Yeah. That girl, think she's so fine. Yeah. Take his ass to jail. As a result of the allegedly false initial application and 38 subsequent certifications, Sharper collected a total of $13,825 of unemployment assistance benefits to which he was not entitled. A punk ass $13,000. Couldn't have been balling out. What do you do with that? What do you do with that? Get your harmonica, nigga. That girl think that she's so fine. Yeah, lock his ass up. You gone, baby, you gone. Dexter L. Sharper, 54. 54. Listen, man, how you going to jail at 54? That's your last good humping years. That's the last. See, when you in the teens to 20s, when you in your 20s to your 30s, that's prime years for humping. But you get home in your 30s, 40s, you good. 50, With they locking you up at 50, you done. That's a wrap. You coming home, your shit is, son, come on. Yo, all your good, that's it. That's your last humping years. You done. So he gonna tell. He gonna try to tell on somebody. Let's go. Dexter L. Sharper, 54, of Valdosta, Georgia, was arraigned today before the U.S. magistrate on federal charges of making false statements to obtain funds administered by the U.S. Department of Labor. Members of the public are reminded that the criminal information only contains charges. The defendant is presumed innocent of these charges, and it will be the government's burden to prove the defendant's guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Okay? Now, look now. Hold on. Let me get this straight. We had a melanated brother that had a hammer that was playing a fake cop doing security for a black elected official. She keep popping her neck, and she was always popping her neck, lost her primary. She out of there. Okay? Look, these are the people that y'all try to say are the epitome of black folk. This is black excellence, right? Now check out these other two. So that's 2 men and a woman. Now here we got 2 more, 2 women in Georgia. The South got something to say though. Right? Right. Killer Mike. South got something to say. Yeah, we need to get black businesses, get elected officials into office, and y'all always got something to say. And then do this shit. Now, let's continue. 2 other Georgia state representatives were previously charged with similar pandemic unemployment assistance fraud. Karen L. Bennett, Georgia State Representative for District 94 until she resigned on January 1st, 2026, pled guilty on January 21st, 2026 to federal charges of making false statements in connection with receiving $13,940 of pandemic unemployment benefits. And Sharon Henderson, Georgia State Representative for District 113, was federally indicted on December 2nd, 2025 for theft of government funds and making false statements in connection with receiving $17,811 of pandemic unemployment benefits. Elected officials claiming that they unemployed is mind-blowing, but that's that Negro shit. They probably had family members who started bawling. And they looking like, yo, hold on. I know my cousin, the crackhead, how he get a new Benz? I took care of her kids. She couldn't pay me. How she get that bag? So the elected officials trying to, yo, what's up? How y'all get into the... Man, you got to get them stimmies. You got to put the paperwork in. And they like, what? Did they little research, put their little name in it? Yeah. Going for the carrots. Dangling the carrot. White folk always a dangle that carrot in front of you. You want financial freedom. You want the bag. Yeah. All you got to do is give up your grippers. Wait, no. Or you don't want to give up the grippers? Here, this is the new scam. They'll never find out. And y'all did it like dummies. Indictments and all that. But see, they'll shame the hood. They'll shame the individual who was not intellectually engaged in some learning and had to resort to the streets. They'll shame you and tell you that individual who's trying to survive and get to it is the worst person in the community. These people went to school, went to college, was positioned, you know what I'm saying, got paddles to the ass as a fraternity or sorority, go through the black church, let pastor dig up in your behind, and then you move into politics. and everybody's supposed to stand around and hold you in high praise. Not the kid. I disrespect them bastards all the time. And I slap shit out of them on the goddamn Congress floor or city council, wherever they at. Because I know they not shit. Okay? So now that's 3 women. 3 women in politics. Yeah. This man, and that's just it. This shit is going on nationwide. They snatching a lot of them. So the federal prison system gonna be full with a lot of niggers going right back to the plantation. Man, and y'all talk about woke and conscious and ready. And yeah, they can't do nothing to us. We shut Target down because we powerful. Our dollars. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Let me tell you that all the time. Y'all performative. Y'all play games. Y'all seek positions because you think when you walk in a room with people who have no aspirations to be around white folk, have no aspirations about being indoctrinated through their teaching systems, and y'all try to shit on them. So now when the hammer comes down, because you're not going to take them old-faced money. Like, you an elected official? And you scamming? You doing the same shit we do? Oh, you going down. Yeah. So take their ass to jail. Take them to jail. Let them see what it's like. I don't give a damn. I did mine. Yeah, I did mine. Let them go do theirs. Let them go do theirs. All right? Cool. Now, where we at now? It's early, too. It's like 10:30. I should have a whole different war effort crowd up in here. It's early, damn it, and we getting through class. Yeah. Y'all out there, y'all with me? God damn it. Y'all with me? I don't know. Y'all with me? Let me see some, let me see, what color? Let me see some blue hearts in the chat, damn it. Let me see some goddamn, green screens coming through. God damn it. Y'all been giving these people a lot. They've been playing in y'all face. Merk load up. Check this out. Because we getting ready, we getting ready to get deep tonight. I told you. I'm on the war path. Yeah, I'm on the war path. I told you. It's getting ready to get deep tonight. Now, I'm trying to decide where I'm going now. I only got 2 more aims. I'm trying to see where I'm going at right now. Because I got to end this with a bang. You understand? Because, yeah, I know where I'm going. God damn it, I know where I'm going. Let me take care of this shit real quick because it be a lot of cap moving around. And I'm one to stop the cap. A lot of this shit don't be my business. It really doesn't. I have no bone in this fight. But, as always, one of the classmates sent it to me. So I had to do my research on it. Now, for me, I knew that it was cap a long time ago. Because this is not a new discussion. However, this person just popped up on these individuals' podcasts. And this happened to be these 2 dudes that I just start seeing them in my timeline. And I always tell you, I'm leery of individuals who just go viral out of nowhere. See, they just go, and I've been doing this shit a long time. Again, no viral moment. Damn it, I was even they flashed my name and all that shit on Trevor Noah. National. International shit. See my face like this. Name and all that. No viral moments. None. I done cursed everybody out. Not one rapper responding to shit. Nothing. So I'm always looking like, where these niggas come from? How they do shit? What's going on? Who they paid to get in the system? Anyway, these dudes, all of a sudden, they in my timeline. I'm getting shares. Dudes are sharing shit. When they shared it, they made a comment. Nah, Bliz, you got the yo. Check this out, General. Check this out. Sophia Stewart, the mother of the Matrix. So now I'm looking, I said, this shit is a little punk-ass hour. All right, I'll give it an hour. I'll drive to it or something, you know? Now, initially, when I'm watching the first minute, I said, yo, hold on. Damn, that was disrespectful. I was going to come on and go hard on these two dudes. I was, because that initial opening, I'm like, yo, hold on, how they... Whoa. Homie really had some choice words for her. And she broke out. Hold on now. Hold on. I kind of thought that, but I watched it. So, listen, I'm equal opportunity. When you're wrong, you're wrong. When you're capping, you're capping. So now I said, let me give this a listen. And it was a struggle from initially. It was a struggle from the opening rip. I've watched many podcasts, many interviews. People that interviewed me, I've been on almost everybody's shit. Everybody. From Fathead Boys Watkins to Infomons to who's that other boy name? What the hell's the other boy name? Oh man. The Israel, not the more. Been on his joint. Angry man dude. Man. There's a bunch. Interview after Fly Nubian Queen shit. Just too many. You can see a struggle interview. You know when shit gonna be rocky. Okay? Yeah, it's Harker Bay. Been on all these, everybody's space. You know when an interview is going to be rocky. And multiple times. Been on these spots multiple times. Never got paid for none of them. None of them. Not a nickel, not a war effort, none of them. All of them. Just giving out truth. Truth, truth, truth. So now I'm looking now and say, okay, since that little opening caught me, let me see. Was the disrespect that people calling it, was that energy called for? And yo, I'm going to tell you something. I may not have handled it like that. Okay? I may not have handled it like that, but I damn sure would have been asking her some real intensive questions because she's delusional. I don't know if what she went through psychologically twisted her. I don't know if she was psychologically twisted from the rip. But nah, I'm not jacking that. I'm not jacking her story. None of it. Because I've seen her in other spaces. I've gave her the benefit of many doubts. But I've been through the court system. I've sat in the law library a better part of a decade, shepherdizing cases, looking at other dudes' paperwork. helping other dudes put motions together for appeals, researching, all that. Listen, I know bullshit when it comes to the law and cases. I can smell that shit a mile away. Because I've dealt with the deceptive individuals. She's delusional. And my shit is, where's the paperwork? Paperwork gotta be good. Okay? So now, I'm not one to believe in the old faith. I'm not one to believe in propaganda and mass media and news. I'm not. But when it comes to that law work, listen, when you're in a court, the stenographer don't work for nobody. That stenographer doesn't work for the court, doesn't work for you, nothing. That stenographer is there to be honest. And that shit moves and the paperwork goes here and the paperwork goes there. And whatever's said in court and the decisions and all that, you get that. You get it. So I don't want to hear all that other shit about what transpired, listen. I did not feel her at all in that space. She was very, very combative from the rip. And I get it. She's been doing these interviews, man, for the better part of 20, 25, 30 years with these claims. And I get it. Hollywood steals. The record industry steals. All that. They beat you. But come on, man. Check this out. We got to go to the notes. And I was real specific where I got the notes from and the information. She didn't. She didn't win the law. Listen, I've been through a lawsuit. I won a judgment in a lawsuit. It was small, but I won it. I could show you the check. All that 3.5 billion, you ain't got shit. You talking about ass, you don't have nothing. I want to see the paperwork. Because you be up. You would be up. You would have it. You don't wait no decade for no damn judgment. You don't. Where's the paperwork? But we're going to go to the notes. Was a woman who wrote an original story more than 30 years ago plagiarized, then deposed by the powerful Hollywood machine? Was she awarded billions after a heated lawsuit? A claim that has circulated around the internet for years. Okay? Says so. But in actuality, it's little more than a long-standing legend. And people don't like when I say it. I tell them the same thing about Dr. Sebi. The same thing. Because I done researched that every time it comes up. He did not beat the New York State court system. He did not. There was a default judgment. He didn't beat them at all. There was just a, yo, listen. You gonna stop claiming this. And we are not going to lock your ass up. We're gonna call this even Steven because you brought a few witnesses in, but you ain't win this. You're gonna stop claiming that. And that's what the paperwork say. I don't care where you research it. Freedom of Information Act, on the paperwork, he did not beat New York State. He didn't. Leave that shit right there. And ain't no paperwork around that says he did. Read it. Okay? So now, all they had to do prior to this interview is ask her to bring the paperwork if they knew they was going in that direction. From the initial questioning, I believe that she already threw them off. And they were trying to recover patiently and with as much grace as they could. Okay, we're going to continue. Since 2005, multiple stories have popped up on the internet about Sophia Stewart, a writer who now lives in Las Vegas, winning a judgment against Andy and Larry, now Lana Wachowski, 20th Century Fox, and director James Cameron, among others, and being awarded millions in damages. Okay? One such story dated in 2009 makes the phony claim, which has found its way to various social media accounts and was since corrected by CNN. Okay, before being corrected, it went viral again. All right? See, Bliz, my sniper, what it do? Okay? According to court documents obtained, those stories are false. The case of the lawsuit filed in 2003 claiming damages, Stewart alleged that the idea of the 1984 film The Terminator and the 1999 film The Matrix were stolen from her own screen treatment entitled The Third Eye, which was copyrighted in 1983. The documents show that Stewart claimed she was defrauded of $200 million plus royalties, a hefty sum if she could prove that the Wachowskis, and Cameron had ripped her off. On her website, where she dubs herself the mother of the Matrix, Stewart says she answered a magazine ad in 1986 that said the Wachowskis were soliciting science fiction stories to be made into a comic book, but after she sent it, she never heard from these two individuals again. Now, on this particular interview with these two dudes, she said, don't call her the mother of the Matrix. So they were confused, like, yo, hold on. This is what other people call you. This, and here, on her website, that's what she said. So now they like, we can't call you that. Like, she just went in on them. No. I am not the mother of the Matrix. That is what other people call me. So, of course, now it's a combative discussion instead of a graceful interview. So now I'm listening because I never really paid her too much attention. From the minute I heard of her story, and I'm like, okay, that's regular Hollywood shit. Black folk have been getting beat for screenplays, for books, for writing, for ideas from Hollywood since Hollywood was there. They don't have no ideas. Don't nobody want to listen to the John Wayne and all this other bullshit fistful of that. How many cowboy films gonna come out of Hollywood? How many old time Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire shit gonna come out? They don't have no story. Don't nobody care about Brokeback Mountain and all that shit. So they always steal from ethnic peoples. We have passion, we have love, we have dreams, we have turmoil because of what we went through here. So the stories, the pen game is crazy. So they're going to always steal. So what? We know that. That's not nothing new. So when I first started hearing about it, when it was popping up on the internet, because she's been doing this for years, before the internet, before social media, But when you don't read trade publications, when the information is kind of hidden, when we're not back and forth, where it's not just an explosion of information that people can research, we never knew. We just watched the Terminator. I saw the Terminator in the movies 3-4 times. And T2. And T3. No, T3 I was up top. Matrix I was up top. I probably didn't see the Matrix until 2000. I didn't see it in 99. I was still on the island fighting an appeal. I was back in the war zone. No movies on the island. None. Rikers Island, no movies. Unless you in a housing unit that got a VCR. And you have VHS tapes. We didn't see I didn't see the Matrix. I got back up north. So I never knew of her until we touched the town and the social media is a medium. And I'm like, a black woman wrote that? And she didn't get paid? She sued and got what? Where's that? It wouldn't be a controversy if she can show that. If the paperwork was there that said you won. So now we already know that. We already know that. Let's continue. However, let's continue. However, her court claim goes back even further, saying she gave her original 6-page treatment to 20th Century Fox in 1981. Okay? But did not get any acknowledgement of their receiving it until 1985 when it was rejected. Now, is that a possibility? Yes. The way snail mail worked back then, okay? Yeah, she might have mailed it in. They getting stacks and stacks of treatments and you know, short plays or whole scripts. Back then in the 80s, you talking snail mail, you talking, it could have been there, and she said they rejected it in 1985. Now, I didn't see any court records on that either. This case, you got to go in it. You have to go to Westlaw or something and get the transcripts from this case when you're talking about 81 and 85 and what evidence she presented. Did she have, like when we was shopping songs, I would write songs and do the poor man's copyright. Send it to somebody and send another one to myself. Does she have the original 1985 rejection letter? See, you got to go deep now because we got technology. You can go deep. We don't have to consistently sit here and allow her to go viral on the internet with these claims. Okay? At any rate, after viewing The Matrix, she says she immediately recognized her story and she wound up filing a lawsuit. Okay? Now, this is one of the pages from the lawsuit. Yeah, Westlaw, it's going to cost you now, but Westlaw, when you want to get actual paperwork, especially from these criminal dudes who claim they not rats or claim that they did 1,000 years and this was their charges, you go to Westlaw. You run the case. You run the name and all that. And it's expensive. It's going to charge you, but you can get it. You can get it. Now, this is one of the pages. This is the actual legal page, right? Now, the defendants, right? She said the plaintiff here alleges paragraphs 1 through 52 inclusive, right, of this complaint. The action is brought under the Federal Copyright Act of 1976. This court has jurisdiction pursuant to sections 1338A and 1338B of the Judicial Code, 28 U.S.C. venue is conferred by sections 1391C and 1400A of the Judicial Code. Prior to the scheduled release date of March 31st, 1999, The Matrix defendants Andy and Larry Wachowski, Joe Silver, and Warner Brothers, and on information and belief, the year of 1984, The Terminator, and on information and belief, the year of 2000, Terminator 2, defendants James Cameron, Gail Hurd, Hemdale Films, and 20th Century Fox Productions. Plaintiff, who then was and ever since has been a citizen of the United States and resident of Salt Lake City, Utah, created, wrote, edited, developed, and established a 6-page screen treatment and add-on 45-page epic science fiction manuscript entitled The Third Eye. Plaintiff above referenced 6-page screen treatment. Okay? And the science fiction manuscript contains a substantial amount of material created by plaintiff's own skill, labor, and judgment. See, this is how you word the lawsuit. But that don't mean the shit is true. You got to prove that they took it from this six page now manuscript that you submitted. You got to prove that. You dig? Now, she also says between 1983 and 84, in all respects to the United States Copyright Act of 1976 and other laws governing copyright, by applying for copyright registration on February 2nd, 1983, and again on February 6, 1984, making the required deposit and receiving from the registration of copyrights a certificate of registration and the numbers. Now, all that could be true. You can do all that. She could put all that in copyright for the book. But how do you prove that they took that? That's a totally different issue. All these words don't mean shit. This is just making sure that you're on record with your claim. Okay? Zelda, much appreciation for the super chat. That's all this legal shit. It's same thing like when D. Avon told you about his paperwork, when he said there was hundreds of pages of charges of paperwork and saying that he did this, that, and the third. And he looked and said, yo, my name ain't in none of this shit that y'all charging me with. And he's like, yo, I'm going to trial. Once you start reading what they said happened, what they said you did, and you looking and saying, okay, this is all legalese. This ain't about shit. It's all it is her being in a space where her and her lawyers said, this is what we're presenting. This is what we're saying in legalese and not layman's terms. That's it. Okay? Now, once you do that, now you've got the ball rolling. This is covering your ass all the way through. So when you get in the courtroom, they don't throw it out on technicality. Okay? Exactly. Tenderism and all that shit. Okay? Now, when she got to court, this is what they said. But the courts do not believe that her work was plagiarized by the Wachowskis and or Cameron. The ruling from the judge held that the plaintiff, Sophia Stewart, take nothing by way of her complaint against the defendants. Stewart reportedly failed to show up for her court date, but she denies any failure. The lawsuit was dismissed with the judge ruling Stewart and her attorneys had not entered any evidence to bolster its key claims or demonstrated any striking similarity between her work and the accused director's films. You dig? Now, could the judge be in cahoots? Of course. Could the court have been bought? Of course. But where is the work that her and her lawyer submitted to say, yo, listen, this is what they got it from. This is what I wrote. This is what I submitted. These are the dates. You can't just say I copyrighted my book, so that means I did submit it to them. No, it don't mean that. Or they read my book and then wrote the script. No. Where is the documents that you sent to them that they sent back to you? The rejection letter. You've been talking this shit for 30, 40 years. You gotta have the rejection letter. You should have all of your court paperwork. We're not talking about no chump change. You're talking about billions of dollars. You're talking about 5 or 6 Hollywood movies and you have no paperwork? That's how the interview should go. Where's your paperwork? I'm not disputing none of that. I believe you, sister. I believe this is your work. I believe you sent it to them. I believe they stole it from you because that's what old face do. But where's the paperwork? For the judge to say that you didn't show and your lawyers didn't present anything? So now, after that, she sued the lawyers. Check it out now. Come on now. Stay with me. Stay with me. Now, Stewart, let's go back, reportedly failed to show up for a court date, but she denies any failure. Right? The lawsuit was dismissed, with the judge ruling Stewart and her attorneys had not entered any evidence to bolster its key claims or demonstrated any striking similarity between her work and the accused director's films. The defendants were awarded $305,000 in attorney fees. Okay? But Stewart said they never collected. Do y'all understand that? The defendants, these twins, who now are in transition, these Skittle Rainbow now laters, were awarded $305,000 in attorney fees. Okay? Check it. On her website, Stewart does not claim she defeated those dudes in court, but does say she won a $105 million judgment against Jonathan Lubell, her former attorney, who is now out of here. He's unalive, okay? So if she won that award from that dude, that $105 million is a dub. How they gonna get it? It's out of here. The court document does say she won a judgment, but U.S. District Judge denied Stewart the sum she asked for. Instead, he asked her for evidence as to why Lubell should pay that amount. Stewart insists that she is owed $3 billion. The judge took it upon himself to say, I had to tally up the damages, okay? Maintaining that justice is her true aim. I'm not seeking damages, right? I'm seeking for someone to go to jail. This is what she said. They asking her, yo, how? Dude, what's good here? So she was delusional in that court space and didn't know, like I said, people are off and people are weird. And social media, no matter how much you put them in front of us and say the same shit and go to all these different podcasts, it don't make these people true. It doesn't. You can't make it truth. Where's the paperwork? Where's the paperwork? Let's continue. If the twins took Stewart's manuscript and turned it into a blockbuster without paying her for it, the federal court system has yet to say they believe her, and none of the defendants have ever commented publicly on the case. Court documentation that Stewart sent to news outlets shows that her struggle to prove she was wrong is at least a decade old, and her petitions have gone unanswered by the judicial system. Although she says she has offered proof that her work was stolen, but she alleges corruption within the judicial system tripped her up. They paid a lot of people off to hide all of this stuff. This is consistent. And listen, we done got documentation from Freedom of Information Act on Martin Luther King's assassination. We done got freedom of information on the assassination of Malcolm X. Freedom of information on the bombing of Move. You get freedom of information on some of the most powerful individuals and cases all over our history. You mean to tell me that this shit, there's no paperwork on none of this shit? Come on, man. Stop. It's at this point, she's definitely traumatized psychologically by it. And I don't see no paperwork. I don't deal with bullshit. I don't deal with emotions, none of that. I don't care how much you like the movie. I don't care how much you like the books. I don't care how much you like her. I wouldn't give a damn. Paperwork, please. Paperwork. Make her bring her paperwork to the next podcast, wherever she at. Or else get her cap ass out of here. You capping. You, your glasses, your stories, your Neo, your mother mate, all that shit is cap until I see paperwork. I don't want to hear shit. And that's just how Hollywood do you. Where's the proof? Where's the paperwork on that? Now, in her combativeness, it made her look weird with people who are youngins compared to her. She should have been in a space to talk to them, to sun them with intelligence, and not be in that space because they weren't there like that. They made an attempt to deal with her gracefully, so your intelligence should have been able to spark them. She should have sunned them. But when you're delusional and when you're emotional and people are hitting you with directness, it don't come out. It can't come out. Okay, let's continue. Interestingly enough, although Stewart did not win her case, she's not the only one who has accused the Wachowskis of stealing. Okay? There's been screenwriters who accuse them of stealing the ideas for the sequels, The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Revolution, from a screenplay called The Immortals. He filed a suit in federal court. So these rainbow skittle transistors, transformers be stealing. Okay? But, she didn't prove that. Check it. In Stewart's case, the internet rumors that she was triumphant in her case have flourished. To be clear, the stories that the producers of the Matrix trilogy have forked over billions of dollars to Stewart are false. There's no judgment of damages for funds in any amount. None in her favor. None. The case has been closed since 2005, but urban legend found its way to the internet And for nearly a decade, many who read unresearched stories believe that Stewart actually won the case. Despite this, Stewart maintains that payment is due to her and vows to get this satisfaction. And it may be. She may be 100% right. But as of now, as of today, as of the court system, stop claiming you won. You didn't get shit. Anybody who's been in torts court know what that means. Okay? She remains steadfast that the Matrix was her idea and that there are uncanny similarities between her treatment and what theater goers saw. Okay? And again, I know for a fact, I believe for a fact that she wrote that. I don't think Ofe could do that. I don't think those two Ofes could. I don't think James Cameron could, because nothing that they have done prior to or after that was as conscious and as powerful as that. I believe it. They might have stole it. Probably. But she went up in the court half cocked. And that's what they do to you. That's how whitey do. They stole indigenous people land. They stole this whole land mass that we on. This entire land mass. Took it. Got the indigenous people talking about we got casinos and reservations and shit. Yeah. Put Mount Rushmore on this shit. That's what they do. You go to Mount Rushmore. Anybody who has not had any history, basic history class on America, and come from somewhere, Mars or outer space, and come and see Mount Rushmore, they're going to believe that this shit is theirs. So she ain't going through nothing that we ain't been going through. Nothing. You went in their court half-cocked. You ain't prove it to them, so you damn sure ain't prove it to me. Now I know 3.5 billion. She was talking about assets. If you know about assets, I own the assets. Nah. That interview should give people a clear view of how delusional she is at this space right now, and it's okay. Dr. Sebi was the same way. He was senile at the end. People kept interviewing him. You understand? I don't deal with that shit. I'm a soldier. I'm a warrior. I can't deal on emotions and fake or false or half information, because then I'll get my head knocked off. Are the enemy there? Is it going to take me 20 steps to get there or 18 steps to get there? I need to know. I can't deal with, well, maybe it might be 21 or 17. No. And that's what our people have to stop dealing with. Stop dealing with emotions because you like her little black ass. She remind you of your auntie. And you know your auntie is crazy as hell too. Stop that bullshit. These dudes exposed her. And it didn't take long to do it. Okay? So that's where we at on that. Yeah, boy, I'm working hard tonight. Damn, I got 104 minutes in. I'm working hard tonight. Ooh-wee. Shit. Damn, y'all still with me? Damn it, give me some red hearts. Y'all still with me? I don't believe you, damn it. Because I ain't had a viral moment yet. This teaching, I'm about to whip some more ass tonight, Jack. I'm trying to wonder, am I appreciated or not around this shit here? Yeah, let's continue, damn it. Tag them. Yeah, tag whoever that podcast was they was on, tag them. Because I was going to get them dudes the business. I was going to say, y'all disrespecting the elder? But nah, she was trying to play games. They handled that right. They ain't have to curse at her and all that, but, you know, I would have did it better. Plain and simple. Where's your paperwork? We'll give you a couple of hours to get home and get it. Go get the paperwork. Don't come over here with that bullshit. Now, yeah, it's chicken balls time. Yeah, it's chicken balls time. What you thought? That I seen that shit and was gonna let that go? I'm telling you right now, like I've been telling y'all. Chicken balls and dudes like him need to get a barrel in their jaws and somebody need to squeeze it. I'm serious. There's no other recovery from these type of niggers, yo. These is the overseers. These is the mandingos. Chicken balls need to get up out of here. I'm serious. There's absolutely no recovery for them people. And y'all gonna keep playing with them? And I could only, I'm telling you, I can only hope that none of y'all listen to me when it's too late. Because when we start going through what Ukraine is going through, what Jerusalem is going, what Palestine is going through, with Iran and Cuba and all, when we start going through that here, and y'all start seeing how these dudes will whip you, will shoot you for massa, and y'all be like, yo, Bliz was right. I'm telling you, these niggas will get, they've been doing it. They've been doing it. They've been doing it since Crispus Attucks. They gave up Nat Turner, Gabriel Prosser. Everybody, it's in them. And y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. These are the rats. This is snitch culture. This is how they do. Okay? So here you go. Chicken Balls Rick Ross had all teeth and smiles while his fat, portly ass was in water talking about the shit that he allowed to happen to this dude Gunplay. And I'm saying, I said, you know, I was going to sit on it. But y'all know how he irks me. I'm telling you, these dudes would not last. They would have never lasted in the 90s rap era. Because I'm telling you, they would have got smoked. Quick, fast, anywhere. Anywhere, tunnel speed, any of that shit. Any of that. The world, Mars, anywhere. It's funny, right? And I know, again, if the shoe don't fit, don't put your fat foot in it. I know people are sensitive and going to be sensitive to what I'm going to say. All right? But dudes, a lot of them, because you don't know the shit they do. When y'all say these rap dudes getting smoked in their own hood and all that, a lot of them got some bullshit with them. And I'm telling you, these YNs or whatever y'all want to call them, they need to do a lot more. A lot more. Now, this dude gave an interview. Gunplay has gone into detail about why he believes his once tight relationship with Rick Ross and Maybach Music Group deteriorated. In an interview with M3S3 TV released on Saturday, March 7th, the 46-year-old, this thing's 46. These is, when I tell you, 46? It's old niggas, man. Check it now. Check it. Priest, what's up? The 46-year-old described a period of his career where he felt abandoned at the very moment he believed support should have been strongest. Okay? Around the 15-minute mark of the video, Gunplay was asked about balancing street life with his rap career. He recalled that the pressure intensified when he felt MMG stopped backing him. That's Maybach Music Group. That's Rick Ross. You understand? Stop backing him. Quote unquote. Everybody was a group effort. When it was Gunplay's turn, it was crickets. The Triple C's founding member claimed, I got hit records. Nobody's giving me a budget. Nobody's doing nothing. Okay? Now, this we talking somebody in their 40s. Late 30s by the time he was in the mix rapping, doing his little thing. Okay? Now, the alleged lack of resources left him questioning what path he was supposed to take. So now, he did all this music, he did all this work. Now, he's not reaping no rewards from it, so he's thinking, yo, listen, I need to go back to the street. Which is common. This shit ain't far-fetched. Okay? Listen. What you want me to effing do? Get another hit record and do more and never get no money, he said? Or would you want me to go back to these streets and tap these pockets like I had to do? Looking back now, he views that period of time as desperation rather than defiance, explaining that it was literally a cry for help that pushed him back to the streets. Now, we done seen him. He been in class. I done saw him in a terrible space. Even on reality TV. Dude ain't rap too tight. Dude suffers from substance abuse, all type of weird shit. Okay? Again, I don't know him before any industry stuff. He might have been a cold custody in the streets. And this man used him because he had a talent. The same way they use Black Rob, the same way they use G-Dep, the same way they use DMX. Certain people have a talent that can be commercialized. They may not be in the best of health, mentally or physically, but they gonna use them. Black men. That's what I told you. I kept my gun on them. Play with them dudes. You don't play with them. Okay? Quote unquote. Gunplay said, I was down for the program for over 10, 15 years, and then nobody lifted a finger, made a phone call or nothing for the old boy. He claimed, before adding that he felt like the dynamic at the label left him powerless because decisions ultimately rested with the chicken boss. Quote again, well, I'm signed to a label like Maybach Music, my hands tied. It's all up to the big dog. And then, if he don't want to get me a budget, then he won't get me a budget. So that means you stuck there, not eating, they sunning you, want you to show, pop out, do shows, everything is around you. You want to be perfect, right? The chicken balls. We want the label to look good, so we're going to do a show. I need all y'all to come. This is how they do. Okay? When asked directly whether he and Ross are still close, he admitted the relationship has largely faded, saying, I ain't gonna lie, like not really as of lately, nah. This is a 46-year-old man, sounding like a kid, like a kid. Do you understand how I look at dudes like that? Nigga, you 46. You claim that these individuals showed you fake love, took your labor. Because they took your labor, it thickened up the image of this label. You not eating, and you not ready to, I saw you on TV wilding out, talking about you gonna tear this club up. I'll bust hammer on this, cause you wilding. And you don't put no hammer in this man's mouth? Again, common, and especially in New York City. These rappers is pussy because they let Bagelmeisters do it to them. Bagelmeisters that ain't got a liquor street in them. Yeah. Your favorite rappers from New York is pussy. They let little weak individuals do them dirty like that. Publishing license and all that shit. And when I say, yo, son, what up? You want me to do him something dirty? Nah, son, chill. It's this how it works. Yeah, all right. You pussy. You don't work like that. Okay? Now, Rick Ross responded to the situation. Because the situation went viral, of course. Look now. Look. He responded in the pool, no shirt on, cheesing and smiling like this shit is funny. I want y'all to listen and look. And why? This is how black men do each other. This is how melanated men do each other. And the kids watch this shit. And some of them get caught up in them same situations. Okay? You understand? Which is why a lot of them end up busting a hammer. And y'all trying to sit back and say, yo, damn, man, nigga can't even come to his own hood. Yo, the rapper, F them rappers. Because they learning how to do this shit because the old face teaching them how to do it. That's just what it is. Now, he's sitting in the pool, and this is what he said. Yeah. I'm not laughing at my little bro situation because I got nothing but love for him. But the situation you're talking about, saying wasn't no budget or nothing like that, the distributor done dropped you. They ain't want nothing to do with you. So now, let me get this straight. You signed this man to you. So you're responsible for him. Whoever the distributor is, you're supposed to make that call. Straight up. Because that's your brother. That's the nigga you said that you going to take somewhere, that you believed in him. Fuck with the distributor going, what? So again, because you straight, because the distributor's rocking with anything else on Maybach Music, you let this man get shitted on and spiral out of control because he believed in you. Same shit with DMX. He believed in, when he said he signed the Def Jam, he believed in Jay. You said the convicts got the key. They running the jail. And then he gets shelved. Do y'all know what that shit does? Do y'all know what that does? Again, I watched the MCs go through it. I seen dudes cry in my lap. And I'm like, son, come on, man. It ain't that deep. You took an L. Let me go put something in their hat. You'll feel better then. But they pussy. So whatever happened to them happened to them. That's it. Listen, because it wouldn't have never been me. Okay? So now, Ross explained that the label avoided delivering harsh news directly, instead encouraging Gunplay to keep working and staying motivated. What? Work where and do what for who? So now you telling me to keep sharecropping, nigga? You, what? MMG just ain't give you the bad news. We told you just keep working, just keep grinding, right? Just stay on the plantation. Yo, I got you. Keep bringing that cotton in. I'm gonna bring you to the big house, but they don't like you, yo. And y'all niggas still think that that's Big Willie talk, that's business talk? Okay? Yeah, don't stop, don't quit. Yeah, that's how it go. When they don't want to spend no money on you, ain't no more budgets. According to Ross, the situation was complicated by lack of management and industry structure around Gunplay at the time. You ain't have a manager, none of that. So they ain't tell you. And I ain't want to break your heart. I want you to keep hustling. I always say you're not breaking from being on top. This is what he said now. You know he ain't had no manager. You don't whisper in there, yo, son, yo, you gotta get a manager, yo. I'm telling you, this industry should be tricky. You need as much in your toolbox. You gotta have an arsenal, because, yo, they don't play fair, and it's the same game. Yo, you gotta bring your hammer to the table. You don't tell him to get a manager. You know he a little off. You might know that he got a substance abuse problem. You know he of a certain age, but you're going to utilize it. You're going to use his talent to do what he do, because he might be connected to the streets in a certain way. I seen Gunplay shit. This shit was decent. I heard 2, 3, 4 joints that I like, but he had it. So this is how you do it to your brother. Then that's what he said now. For young hustlers, I want y'all niggas just to reflect and always remain appreciative of that work that niggas done put in for you. Ain't no pause buttons on life, my nigga. You can't pause the hustle. To me, I don't know about anybody else. To me, that's war words. Ain't no talking on the internet. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. That's a hat. Ain't nothing to talk about. But again, I'm built different. But I'm telling y'all, when y'all see these rap dudes get their head knocked off, y'all can't have sympathy or empathy for them, because they do this shit. The old face teach them that. This shit been going on since Chuck Berry. Lil Richard and them. All of them did it. Jermaine Dupri did it. Diddy did it. No addition got it done to them. Then Mike Bivens did it. This is what they say is the business. This. Playing with the hearts of men. And yo, nah. I'm from East New York. Everything goes. After that, this the shit that You know why? Because I had him in class before. And this is what I had to go back and think about. I said, yo, hold on. All of this was being done while you went viral for giving this nigga a chain? Check it now. Gunplay has gifted his MMG mentor, Rick Ross, with an iced out chain, leaving many fans to wonder about the GoFundMe he recently set up for his daughter. So his daughter was sick. He's giving this nigga a chain, and you talking about what a distributor didn't want to do? He gave you a chain while you was in your bed naked. Online, niggas is looking like, yo, what is this? Y'all don't... Listen, man, it's the magnitude of what this shit just... Are y'all grasping the magnitude of that shit? His daughter was sick. He having GoFundMe. He getting scrutinized on the internet for this shit. You gave this nigga a chain in the mix of this shit? You... What? Listen to what he said. He defended this shit. Gave my big brother a token of my appreciation for believing in me when nobody did. Cared when nobody did. Gave me an opportunity when nobody did. I love you forever, my brother. Thank you. Gifting his boss a chunky diamond Cuban link and pendant from Frankie Diamonds. He's a grown man at that time. He was in his 40s. Gave this nigga a chain while he's laying there naked with his fat ass belly. You knew this man's daughter was sick. You knew he was going through substance abuse issues. All this shit. This nigga gave you a chain. Yo, come on now. Check it out. The gift comes week after the Breakfast Club DJ Envy called out Rick Ross, the chicken boss, for not helping Gunplay financially as he and his fiance set up a GoFundMe to help cover costs for their ill daughter's medical expenses. Gunplay took offense to Envy bringing it up. And you know this man is doing this shit to you? Yo. And he's smiling. He laughing. Yo. Like I said, man, listen, whatever y'all want to call them, YNs, spinners, young niggas, man, listen. Y'all want to eat? Stop doing dumb shit. Get these rap executive dudes, man. And any security around them. Because they should get it too for dealing with these sucker niggas. Yeah. The same way Dallas SWAT took out this fake ass cop around Jasmine Crockett, that's the same way them fake ass cops that hold these sucker rap dudes down supposed to get it. Y'all ain't supposed to eat. Cause that's what we did. The rappers was getting fever. Them niggas couldn't go nowhere. And if you listen to them intently in his interviews, they'll tell you, nah, it was rough. Streets was rough. You on Video Music Box with a video? You come into any of the neighborhood stores to shop? Oh, we was in your pocket. That's why they had to start going everywhere 10 and 12 deep. And they had to pay them dudes. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all in there with them white folk. Y'all not spreading nothing to the hood. That's just what it is. I'm going to tell you that. And look, he laughing. Man, listen. Gunplay at 46 years old. Shit, you ain't got too many summers left. You ain't got too many summers left. This man told you in your face that he ain't want to break your heart. So he let you suffer and think that he was being official to you, knowing that the old Faye ain't want to rock with you. Knowing that the white folks, nah, we don't want that. So he would have let you work for years and not get paid. Trying to figure out like, yo, damn, they just don't want my sound? Am I making the right records? All that shit. This is what they do. This is the shit that Craig Mack ran from. This is the bullshit here. But y'all let them sucker, gripper-gate ass, thumb in the butt ass dudes play with y'all like that. Instead of just taking them off of here. Take them niggas off the count. I'd have been took. Man. But anyway. Man, listen. I'm glad y'all came to class. I hope class was informative. I hope you learned from this class. As always, you know, my classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding it down. You dig? To those who funded the war effort, salute. Much appreciation. Every little bit count because, shit, we up against multi-millionaires, billionaires who got your hearts and minds of your people in a grip. So if I can't mentally reach them to wake up and get up out of it, you're going to lose many battles. We're going to lose. And that's for real. That's for real. Because your people's head ain't right. At all. Your people's head ain't right. And they will serve you up. They don't care about your family. They don't care about you. They will serve you up with a smile. I'm telling you, I need all war efforts because the army and I'm building ain't gonna play no games with them at all. At all. At all. Cleaning the deck. Yeah, with everything that they got on them, you're going to perish with it. Frank White said, bury it with them. Is that important? Some money, Frank. You offer me so much more money I've ever seen, Frank. Bury it with them. Their chains and all that. Straight up. So again, make sure y'all come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Come back with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Be safe out there. Open your eyes. Clarity. Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Remain militant. Be safe out in the streets. I'm telling you. Understand. Control your space and your time. Control your space and your time. And you'll win. Straight up. Don't be scared of none of this shit. You got it. Just gotta be engaged. It's a war. You dig? Alright? And 55 gang. Get y'all grades up.